We are in Madison Square Garden in the heavyweight division. Tonight we got Tommy the Duke Morrison against James Buster Douglas in a top contender fight here on Super Fights on YouTube. And here comes both fighters as they make their way to the ring. Up first from Kansas City, Missouri, Tommy the Duke Morrison, the former heavyweight champion of the world, 48 wins, 42 by knockout, 3 losses and 1 draw. That memorable night against George Foreman where he captured the heavyweight championship of the world. And speaking of memorable nights, who can forget Buster Douglas out of Columbus, Ohio, when he was the first man to stop Mike Tyson. 37 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, 24 wins by knockout. And let's take it up to the great Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the fighter introductions.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Kansas City, Missouri, here is the hard-hitting WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Tommy the Duke Morrison. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, here is an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing James Buster Douglas.
And Kenny Bayless calling for both fighters to come to the center of the ring. Morrison Douglas here from Madison Square Garden.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Both fighters touching gloves. Winner gets Joe Frazier for a shot at the heavyweight championship of the world. And here we go from Madison Square Garden. Tommy the Duke Morrison in the black trunks, James Buster Douglas in the 1988 trunks where he knocked out Mike Tyson. 2:40 left to go, opening round scheduled for 12 in the heavyweight division. Buster Douglas will try to use his size and his range to overpower Tommy Morrison, who has a really big time hook. If he connects out with Buster Douglas, it might be good night. And there's a nice shot there. There's a left hook now by Tommy Morrison. Played Tommy Gunn in Rocky V. There's a good stiff jab by Buster Douglas. Backs up Morrison. 1:15 left to go in an opening round, scheduled for 12 in the heavyweight division. Nice series of left hooks to the body by Tommy Morrison. Buster Douglas still trying to find his way inside. There's a nice uppercut. Morrison covers up, backs away now. Resets downstairs with a pair of punches. 8 seconds left to go. And a slow-moving first round. Both fighters just trying to establish their presence. Both fighters receiving instruction from their cornermen. And here we go, round number 2. Got to give that round to Tommy the Duke Morrison. More efficient with his punches. Misses on a big right hook. Backs up. Buster Douglas still trying to establish that jab. The good 1-2, try to go downstairs, nothing doing. There's a nice counter jab by Tommy the Duke Morrison. He's quick tonight. And if he can hold firm, he can get Buster Douglas out of there. But he's got to be smart. Winner gets Joe Frazier for a shot at the heavyweight championship of the world. You're watching Super Fights on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tommy Morrison went for a big hook, got countered, and here comes James Buster Douglas now. 2 shots to the body. Morrison then caught with a 1-2 upstairs. 1:11 left to go. Round number 2. There's a great shot by Tommy the Duke. And here comes Tommy Morrison. Back comes Buster Douglas. Action starting to pick up. Uppercut scores. And there is Buster Douglas now. Took that punch well, and that's an encouraging sign If you're from the James Buster Douglas camp, 7 seconds left. We're going to go to the close of round number 2 comes to a close. And that was all James Buster Douglas right from the opening bell of round number 2 as we head to round number 3 on Super Fights on YouTube, courtesy of our good friends at Undisputed. Tommy Morrison's got to be smart. Buster Douglas used the same sort of strategy he got Mike Tyson out of there in Tokyo, Japan. There's a good counter shot by Tommy the Duke. Now it's Morrison. Now going 1-2 downstairs. That body shot effective, Buster Douglas. And there's a nice 1-2 with hooks. A right and then followed by a left. And Buster Douglas now trying to back down Tommy Morrison. Tommy Morrison misses with a looping right hand. 133 left to go, round number 3. Scheduled for 12 in the heavyweight division. From Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. Buster Douglas trying to get inside. There he does. There's a nice combination. 2 left hooks. Backs up Morrison for a second. 35 seconds left to go. Round number 3. Scheduled for 12. Both fighters trying to work smart. There's a nice jab. Downstairs, 1-2 combination. There's a big shot there by Buster Douglas, and we close round number 3. Buster Douglas starting to gain some control of the fight as we head to round number 4 in New York City. 29-28, according to our unofficial scorecard. 2 rounds to 1 for Buster Douglas. And Buster Douglas now, nice combination. Buster Douglas now, 4-punch combination. And Tommy Morrison is backpedaling a little bit. One thing about Buster Douglas, he is staying consistent with that jab, and it's keeping the power shots away. And just when we said that, Tommy Morrison landed a good left hook. 146 left to go, round number 4. We have reached over 5,400 views on Super Fights on YouTube. Want to thank everybody for all their support. And if you could do us a favor, hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. We're building our own Super Fights YouTube channel. We'll be ready to go in 2026. 21 seconds left to go. Round number 4, all Buster Douglas. Douglas, as you remember, lost the title to Evander Holyfield. Knocked out in the second round. There's a big shot at the end of the round. And Tommy Morrison, maybe with a little pep in his step now, as he's given away probably the last 3 rounds of Buster Douglas. Now they're giving him encouragement. Round number 5, scheduled for 12 in Madison Square Garden in the heavyweight division. And Tommy the Duke Morrison out of nowhere, and down goes James Buster Douglas. He got caught with a right and then a left, and then Tommy the Duke went downstairs, and James Buster Douglas hits the canvas for the first time in this top contender fight at Madison Square Garden. Kenny Bayless with the count. Buster Douglas slowly making his way up at 5. Now let's see what Tommy the Duke Morrison will do. He is going to be attacking Buster Douglas, trying to catch him now. Back comes Buster Douglas. He catches a 1-2, and then a third shot. Tommy Morrison with a looping right and downstairs, and And uppercuts now by Tommy Morrison. He's got to be careful he doesn't. And Buster Douglas is in big time trouble now. Does Buster Douglas have anything left? How did he take that shot and keep going? Downstairs now, Tommy Morrison. Gotta be careful. He doesn't punch him. And now Buster Douglas again. What a round for Tommy Morrison. And now he's back in the fight. He scored a 10-8 round against the former undisputed champion, James Buster Douglas out of Columbus, Ohio. And he looks to be in rough shape in his corner. Let's see what Tommy Morrison will do now. Comes out, snaps a jab. Buster Douglas got to be careful. He's going to try to get desperate. And he just got caught again. Buster Douglas got to get back to the jab. Buster Douglas seems to be really hurt. And Tommy Morrison is on the attack again. Punching downstairs. There's a hook over the top. There's a big-time shot by Tommy the Duke Morrison. Douglas backs up. Tommy Morrison's on the attack. There's a hook. Buster Douglas downstairs. And there's a shot. He's got Tommy Morrison. Now it's James Buster Douglas' turn. And how did Tommy the Duke survive? And he's got to get out of there. Tommy Morrison backing up. Bruising to the eye. And Buster Douglas is on the attack. Big shot, does not score. Another one, Tommy Morrison. There's, back comes Douglas with a 1-2. Downstairs now. And we go to the end of round number 6. Here we go. Round number 7. 57-56, Tommy Morrison. And he's got to be careful. He's using a lot of power punches. And now he's going to back up, reset. Tommy Morrison worked his way back into the fight. Gave away a few rounds to Buster Douglas early, but Buster Douglas there's a good shot by Buster Douglas. That right hook scored. 2 minutes left to go, round number 7. A top contender fight in the heavyweight division. We're live from Madison Square Garden in New York City on Super Fights on YouTube, where you can find all the great boxing action from all corners of the world. Buster Douglas now got to be worried about his conditioning here. Tommy Morrison with a left hook. Comes over the top of the right hand, does not score. Tommy Morrison now taking a lot of punishment now. Good combinations, good scoring combinations by Buster Douglas. 20 seconds left to go around. Scheduled for 12 in New York City. Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. And Buster Douglas controlled that round from the beginning to the end. And now Buster Douglas starting to turn the tide back into his favor. Here we go, round number 8. Downstairs now. That body shot really hurt Tommy Morrison. Morrison backing up, trying to get some jabs in. Good guard, a high guard by James Buster Douglas, which always makes him susceptible to the body. That's how Evander Holyfield got him out of there with the good combinations. And Holyfield's speed created problems, but a fighter that stands toe-to-toe with Buster Douglas, that works more in his favor. At 2 minutes left to go, round number 8. A very close fight, but the edge right now going to James Buster Douglas. Creating distance with that jab and not letting Morrison crowd him. Buster Douglas took a big left and came back with 3 shots to the body. Now Morrison going downstairs. 41. Tommy Morrison now. Got to be careful. Those combinations. Tommy's going to back up. 8 seconds. Trying to trap Buster Douglas and does not work. Douglas gets a 1-2 up. And we come to the end of round number 7. And here we go. Round number, let me double check. It's round 9, excuse me. Round 9. That was the conclusion of round number 8. We are scheduled for 12. We are in Madison Square Garden, New York City, the world's most famous arena. Winner gets Joe Frazier for a shot at the heavyweight championship of the world. Buster Douglas goes downstairs. 2:18 left to go. Buster Douglas will love one more shot at the heavyweight championship of the world, and he's got to be on the attack, and he's got to be smart with his punches. As now Morrison going downstairs, trying to slow down Buster Douglas. 134 left to go. Tommy misses with a big looping right hook, and Buster Douglas made him pay for it. Here we go, 112. "35 seconds. And Buster Douglas now putting on a clinic. Tommy Morrison starting to show signs of fatigue from all those body shots. 5 seconds left to go. And Buster Douglas putting on a show here in Madison Square Garden as he has reestablished control of this fight. And a cut to the left eye of Tommy Morrison. And Buster Douglas looks sharp tonight. 86-84. Last 3 rounds in favor of James Buster Douglas out of Columbus, Ohio. The man who knocked out Mike Tyson. Tommy's got to be smart there. Tommy with a nice hook, and now Tommy Morrison got hit with a 1-2. Tommy on James Street. Tommy cannot afford to go down. His legs are gone. Can Buster Douglas get him out of there? He is stunned, but now back comes Tommy the Duke Morrison. That's the heart of the Kansas City, Missouri native. Tommy Morrison now, downstairs now. He's got to be careful. There's a big shot. That hurt Buster Douglas. But Tommy cannot follow it up with anything. 1:14 left to go, round number 10. We're in the championship round. And Buster Douglas still on the attack of Tommy Morrison. There's a sharp left. Left over the top does not work. Now he's downstairs. Tommy Morrison backs up. Tommy Morrison trying to regain control of this fight. And looking for that one big shot. And Tommy Morrison's got to be careful. He does not punch himself out. 3 seconds to it. And Buster Douglas will close the round. And we go to round number 11, scheduled for 12 in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. And here we go. 6 minutes left in this top contender fight. You're enjoying Super Fights on YouTube. Like and subscribe on your way out if you'd like to see more fights in the heavyweight division and to cross all the 4 corners of the world. Tommy Morrison now trying to pick up the pace. Legs were rubbery, bounced back, and now he's got to catch Buster Douglas maybe with one shot. Now he's going downstairs, but he's keeping it. That guard is not tight. And here comes Buster Douglas. He's going to take some of those shots. There's a big hook, Tommy. Here comes Tommy Morrison. Tommy Morrison, and he's caught James Buster Douglas. Can he get him out of there now? Tommy down to the body, and down goes James Buster Douglas. Two pulverizing right hands to the body, and that one caught the rib cage of James Buster Douglas, and he's down for the second time in this fight. Kenny Bayless with the count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Buster Douglas up at 6, but we're already looking at a 10-8 round. And here comes Tommy the Duke Morrison. Back with a jab. Downstairs now, caught Douglas again. Douglas got to be careful. And there's a good shot by Tommy Morrison. Buster came back with one of his own. But Douglas is getting busted up by Tommy Morrison here in round number 11 as we go to the final round. Here we go. 3 minutes to decide who will win this fight. Buster Douglas has been down twice. Buster Douglas just took a big-time shot. Tommy Morrison better be careful. Downstairs now trying to slow down Buster Douglas. 2:25 left to go in the final round. We're in Madison Square Garden in New York City. Top contender fight. Who will take on Joe Frazier? And Buster Douglas, a really good shot. Where does he get it now? Tommy Morrison wisely going downstairs, trying to get a hook in, and there's a nice left uppercut. Caught Douglas by surprise. Tommy Morrison's got to reset, got to get, and there's a big shot. Douglas in big time trouble. Can Morrison get to him? And he goes down to the body, backs, and he backs up. Oh, that one hurt Douglas. Back and forth. Ooh, that one to the body. Morrison's got to get out of there. 14 seconds left to go. He does. Nothing left on those punches, though. Down to the body. 1, 2, and that's it. We're going to go to the scorecards. And your winner, James Buster Douglas. Controversial. But we got to look at the score. We have to look at the scorecards here. He was down twice in the fight, so that. But James Buster Douglas. Wow! Look at these scores by the judges. Reyes had it 114, 112 in favor of Buster Douglas. So did Maxim. Maxim had it at 114, 112, and Amin Azizi had a 115, 111 for James Buster Douglas. The man was knocked down in 2 rounds. Our unofficial scorecard had it at best a draw, but they had total domination by James Buster Douglas. Azizi had him losing the 2 rounds that he got knocked down on and then the opening round. Let's go to the copy box numbers. It's a copy box where every punch counts. And let's see. Total punches, 556 for Tommy the Duke. Landed 33%. James Buster Douglas, 483. Landed 47% of his punches. Power shots, 49 for 148 for Tommy Morrison. Buster Douglas, 20 of 33, not too bad. Hooks in favor of Buster Douglas. And at the end of the day, or the end of the night, excuse me, the only thing that matters is what those 3 judges saw ringside, and they all in agreement, said James Buster Douglas out of Columbus, Ohio, and unanimous decision winner over Tommy the Duke Morrison here in Madison Square Garden in New York City, the world's most famous arena. And that means that James Buster Douglas will now have a future title shot against the great Smokin' Joe Frazier. And we'll give you all the announcements on when that fight will take place. And you have been watching Super Fights on YouTube. Please hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. We have reached over 5,400 views. The reception by the boxing fans watching these videos has been very terrific, to say the least. And we thank you all for supporting the channel. And we are branching out and making a complete Super Fights channel. And the crew behind the scenes getting all the particulars in order. And we'll be bringing you some of the top action fights in social media. So we'll say goodbye and thank you for joining us at another night at the fights here in Madison Square Garden in New York City. James Buster Douglas, the former undisputed heavyweight champion in the world. Unanimous decision over Tommy the Duke Morrison. And now Buster Douglas will go on to take on Smokin' Joe Frazier for the heavyweight championship of the world. Thank you for watching Super Fights on YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time at the fights.